I'm KK. I am here today to do a bi-weekly reading for the sign of Virgo. I am the intuitive Gemini Empress. I'm new here, so please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing bi-weekly readings regularly. I have a little, I'll call it a contest. My most viewed video, whatever that sign is, they will get another reading. It'll be a weekly reading for them, or my most liked video. So depending on if it's the same sign that I get the most views and the most likes, then you'll get 2 weekly readings. And then, you know, my readings are usually love, business, finance, so I can break it down and do one of each. If you win both, I can ask you which one you want to hear about and just do a soul reading on just that particular item, or it can just be another reading very similar to the reading that I'm going to do for you guys today. If this particular reading doesn't resonate with you, please check your birth chart for your moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter to see where those signs are, and then check out my other readings. Or if you're just not feeling my vibes, then feel free to click off and check out one of the other wonderful readers on YouTube. Okay. Because it's a general reading, I'm not gonna, I can't tap into absolutely everyone's energy, so this will be the collective. If you want something that's more personalized for yourself, please check out my information below for a personal reading. You'll see it all down below, and then contact me and I'll be more than happy to get you a personal reading that's dedicated to just your energy, okay? I already shuffled. I don't even know why I split the cards. If it's kind of smoky in here, I was burning some sage. I actually will put the website down below. They have sage, Palo Santos. They have like bath salts and other natural things that you can use to help you relax, like eucalyptus and lavender and things to that nature. Okay, so I'll put their website down below if that's something that you're interested in. Otherwise, let's get started for you guys. Okay. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo. Okay, you got the 10 of Wands. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo. Okay. Sorry, my nose itched. Okay, you have the Hermit. This is actually your energy, Virgo energy. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. And these are energies. It doesn't necessarily have to be that particular sign. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages for the sign of Leo that I need to hear for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. We have the Ace of Wands. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Leo for the next 2 weeks. You have the Four of Wands. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Leo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Did I say Leo before? Oh my goodness, if so, I'm sorry. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Okay, got the Magician card. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for Pentacles, 4 coins. Sorry, itch. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for this sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Virgo for the next 2 weeks. Whoa. Okay, I'm not going to take all those cards. You got the Tower card. You know what? Let me at least look at them. Because I normally only would take 8 cards. Since they all fail for you, I guess I can take them. You got the 8 of Wands. You got the Justice card, which can be Libra energy. Oh, this is, no, I'm doing Virgo still. Okay. 3 of Wands. Ace of Swords. And Empress. All right. Oh, I probably should have. Oh, all right. So let's start at the beginning. You got the 10 of Wands. You've been really feeling like you are carrying a heavy load. You've had a really heavy burden. I'm not sure. I almost want to say you have a heavy burden at home. So of course it could be a couple of different things where things feel heavy, pressured at home. It could be that money is not exactly right at home. So, you know, business, finance, money's not really right at home. It could be that maybe you're a single parent and you're taking on the full load at home. So where love is concerned, you could have, you know, it could be love. For whatever reason, I feel like it's family. You've been really feeling burdened by family. And I'm saying burden, but, you know, it could be a whole nother term for it. You know, you just feel like you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders alone. And it's actually causing you to go into hermit mode. Like you actually want to be isolated and, you know, so hermits can be focused on their studies. They can be doing inner reflection, okay? It could be that you are really, this burden caused you to really focus on your spirituality, and that's part of the reason you've been so isolated to yourself. I honestly feel like it's family. It's a burden at home. You know, maybe you've been taking care of a parent, and so of course this is just going to be for some. You're currently taking care of a parent, and your siblings, or maybe you don't have any siblings, but you aren't getting any help at all. You can't find help, and you've been really carrying that weight, but it's a 10. So that weight is about to be lifted from you, okay? Things are about to get better for you. Things are going to get better. The next card is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is like the religious leader. So a minister, pope, imam in Islam. I'm having a complete brain fart. I'm sorry. It's Monday. It's been a long day. I worked today. But a religious leader, okay? It could be that what you just went through what you're currently about to come out of, when you go deep inside to focus on yourself, you may start looking at your spirituality. As you can see, the Hermit is facing the Hierophant card. So in the card, the Hierophant card, it's about faith. It's telling you that right now you need to focus on your faith, okay? Or your spirituality. It could be that you need to reach out to someone that you know can strengthen. So maybe it is someone at a church or something to that nature, and you've gotten away from that because of the heavy burden you've been carrying, and you go and talk to a religious leader and they kind of give you some counseling. So it could be that you're just being guided to go and speak to someone. It could be that you're just being pushed to get back to your faith. The Hierophant, I'm not sure if I said it, the Hierophant is a Taurus. So it could be a Taurus is in your life, and maybe this person, a person that's a Taurus, is giving you some guidance. They actually are awesome best friends. You can talk to them about anything. They will tell you their opinion, but they kind of hold back a little bit and let you get it all out to vent before they even say anything. Taurus is very, very good best friends, okay? So it could just be a Taurus in that you are, this particular person is a friend. Hierophants can also be tradition. So it could be that you're going back to tradition. So, you know, maybe it was something very traditional that you guys did, maybe lit candles or something to remember someone or something. You know, I'm just using that as an example, but it's something, it could be pushing you, this, whatever you just went through could be pushing you to get back to tradition, okay? So again, this could be love or business finance. If it's business finance, I'm going to say money hasn't been right for you. If money's been okay for you, then it could just be that you're feeling extremely burdened. But it may not necessarily have to do anything with work. Maybe you haven't been that focused on work because of other things that have been weighing you down, okay? Family is coming through really strong for me for that card. So again, it may not resonate with everyone. Your next card is the Ace of Wands. With the Ace of Wands, okay. For work, this is something brand new that is going to come out of the blue, that you're going to be offered, that you're going to be super passionate about. So it could be something that you're currently passionate about. And maybe you mentioned it before, like you planted a seed a little while ago, and now it's all going to come to fruition for you, okay? So if it is love, you know, the standard love for the Ace of Wands is somebody could be offering you their passionate wand. And it doesn't matter if it's, you know, male or female, you know, gender doesn't really matter, but somebody is very passionate and they're offering you this passion. Now, cups are love, emotion, and you have no cups down, not a one. So this offer has nothing to do with emotion. It is strictly passion, okay? Next, you have the Four of Wands card. The Four of Wands card is about home, a happy home. You see the happy couple taking a walk, and you see the city behind them, and you know, all seems so well and happy. So it home life, even if you've been stressed out because of something that's going on that's relative to family. It may not necessarily be family within your home, and maybe you've been a little distant from home because you've been so focused on caring for family, and or, you know, at work, you may have been carrying a heavy burden at work. You know, maybe you work with somebody, a partner, and your partner's been away. Maybe your partner was off sick or something like that, and you've been carrying the weight. You've been carrying the weight, okay? That's all I can say for sure. You've been carrying the weight, and things are about to ease up for you, though. So things are going to get better. Home life looks great. You know, you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 wands here. So typically in a 2-week reading, I pull, well, I don't really pull cards, but, you know, I wait for 8 cards to jump. If more than 8 cards jump, I will take all the cards, but usually it's like 9 cards, sometimes 10, but you have 13. Okay. So this reading might be a little longer than normal, but you guys deserve it because clearly you need the extra messages, okay? Because they came through for you, so I'm going to read them. But home life is definitely happy, or is going to be, you're going to get to a really good place at home, where home is really happy. So try not to stress. Don't worry. Everything's going to end up being okay. All right. Next, you have the Magician card. The Magician is indicative of manifesting things. I know we have a new moon coming up. Whatever it is that you truly desire, whatever it is you truly desire, you can manifest it into existence. Okay. So if you truly want love, you can manifest love. But you got to be careful. Let me say that. Be careful of what you ask for. Be careful of your wording when you're asking for it, okay? Because you may not just want to ask for love and then all of a sudden you get it, but it's a hunk of doodle on your doorstep, and they're not worth a dime, and you're still carrying a heavy load and taking care of them. So just be careful what you're asking for, okay? If you want somebody that's loving, caring, make sure you say that they're also stable. Just slide that in there. A stable, loving, caring, okay? So that way you're not carrying anyone else's burden because you've already done enough. You've carried enough loads. And let this year be a good year, okay? Let it be about yourself for a change, all right? Because it looks like you've been focused on others. Next card is the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles, so my dad is a Virgo. I actually have lots of Virgos in my family. But 4 of Pentacles is holding on to your possessions really tight. You know, I don't want to say stingy, well, maybe just a little bit stingy. But you know, not that you can't be giving. I think you're very giving. You have such a good heart. You have such a good heart, but you're not as willing to give things as easily. Like, you know, so people have to actually show you that they deserve it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But you're definitely going to feel like you need to hold on to your possessions. And that's actually not a bad idea. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to say it's not a bad idea because you got the Tower card as your next card. So it's like in some type of upheaval. So with upheavals, it could be a sudden job change. So, and you know, you may have been expecting it, but as with, okay, so I relocated from Michigan to Florida, and I knew that I was going to move. I knew that, you know, I still work for the same company. I just like did an in-company transfer. And everything was going to be brand new for me. But it had me so stressed out. I mean, I was so looking forward to it before I got here. And then once I was here, the unpacking everything had me stressed. I did take a few weeks off before I started my new facility. But then once I started, people, of course, because I'm the new kid, so even though I'm not new to the company and I have seniority, people were almost like trying me, testing me. So when I say tower moment, it could be that any change that's going to cause some chaos in your life. So go from being normal, regular, smooth sailing to all of a sudden, it's like riding a roller coaster, So I'm saying all that to say, you're going to have something that goes on in your life that's going to cause, and you know what? Actually, you may have already have had this tower moment, and maybe you're just coming out of it. Okay, maybe things are going to start smoothing out for you. Things, so you went all the way up the hill, and now finally you're over the hill, and now you're going to start your transition down. Okay, because you already went all the way up the hill carrying your load. All right, so it could just be that. So whether it's work, and it could be work, it could be that maybe you resign from one job, you got a great offer at another job, but now you're kind of feeling like overwhelmed about starting the new job and meeting new people. So it could be something like that. It could be that your old roommate moved out and now you have to look for another roommate, so it caused some upheaval for you. It could be that if it's love, it could be that your partner moved out. So something that happened in your life that caused you to feel overwhelmed. Okay. Next, we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, so messages, lots of messages could be coming in real fast. It could be that you're going to be asked to travel, and the means of traveling really fast is usually airplane. Excuse me. Sorry. Or it could just be, like I said, lots of messages coming in. It could be messages about travel. It could be messages from people like you haven't heard from in a really long time. And that, it could be like family that you haven't heard from, and that's going to bring you some happiness with family. But you're definitely going to be getting some messages coming through. And I mean, they're going to be like boom, 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 boom. So, I mean, you actually have this is a lot of cards for the next 2 weeks. So some of this stuff may have already started to happen for you, and some of this, or it could be like going into like outside of the bi-weekly. So past next week into the following week. Okay. Next we have the Justice card. Or Libra. Justice card. So if you are currently involved in a court case, it's going to end in your favor. So let me say this. If you truly believe that you are in the right and you didn't do anything wrong, you're going to win. It's going to be in your favor. If you did something wrong and you know you were dead wrong, it's going to end in the other person's favor, state, whatever. It won't end in your favor, but you know that you were wrong. So this is when justice comes through. Justice is balanced. Okay. So, as you can see, justice is not blind. Justice can see just fine. Okay. So, if you are in the process of divorce, it's going to be in your favor. If you were suing your place of business because of some type of unfair treatment, ageism, racism, anything like that, you're going to win. It's going to be in your favor. So if you, whatever you have that's going on in court, heck, it could just be tickets. But if you know, doggone well, you've been speeding all them times, it's not going to be in your favor. Slow your butt down. So again, if you're in the right, it's going to be in your favor. If you're in the wrong, it's not going to be in your favor. Okay. And that's with anything, including a divorce. If you were the one that cheated, it's not going to be in your favor. Okay. As I said, justice is not blindfolded. Justice is not blind. Okay. Next, you have the Three of Wands. You've been waiting for your ships to come in. Okay. And they're going to start finally coming in for you. You're still going to have to wait though. And justice, so the way the cards are laying, waiting for your ships to come in is actually looking at the justice card. Okay. So that could be the ship that you've been waiting to come in, and it's about to come in. Okay. So you're not going to have to wait too much longer. Next, you have the Ace of Swords. So just like I was saying about the Ace of Wands, with aces, it's something brand new. With swords, it's clarity. Okay. So it could be something that you've been completely oblivious to. It is going to be made very clear to you. All right. So it could be that somebody is coming out the blue like, you're my daddy. Oh my goodness. Anyway. I mean, it could be anything. I'm just saying. But you had no idea. But if you're about to receive some clarity on something, and it's going to be like brand new. Brand spanking new. Because aces are new. All right. So, something's going to become very clear to you. Very clear. And then next you have the Empress card. Isn't she pretty? The Empress. Okay. So Empress is everything Venus. So femininity. It is being a mother, being a sister, being a woman. So if you don't have children, you could find out that you're pregnant. If you're already past that stage in your life, you could very well be opening up your heart chakra and find the love of your life. Or you may be so focused on yourself. Look how pretty she's sitting. Look how, I mean, just beautiful. Just everything in the card is just beautiful. You could just be finding your inner beauty. So you know what? Even if all this stuff that you've been going through, even if you haven't had time to focus on yourself, all of a sudden, you're going to feel like, I want to do something different. You're going to go get your hair done. You're going to get your nails done. You're going to go get a pedicure. You're going to go get your face done. You're going to get, free makeup at the mall, whatever. Whatever. But you are going to feel so good about yourself. And when a woman feels good about herself, she pushes that same energy onto others. Okay? You could be opening up your heart chakra to love. I don't see a whole lot of love in here. I think you need to love yourself. I think you need to focus on yourself. And of course, I was saying everything feminine. It doesn't necessarily, this is feminine energy. So we all have feminine and masculine energy. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this is just for women. It definitely can be about a man. Get yourself, it's okay to go get yourself a manicure and a pedicure. That's okay. Go get your hair cut. Go get lined up. Go get your beard trimmed. Whatever. But you're going to feel really good about yourself. And that confidence is going to exude you. All right. And when you're exuding with that confidence, you attract people like magnets. people come from out of nowhere. All right, they come crawling out of little crevices because they're trying to be closer to you. They want to be in your presence. So again, it doesn't matter, male, female, it doesn't matter, but you're definitely going to be like, I don't want to say feeling yourself, but you're going to be in this mode where you want to do more for yourself. You're going to love you, and it's okay for you to love you. It's that time. It's that time. You've been giving too much of yourself to other people. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to ask for clarification on the Towers card. I'm going to ask for clarification on the Eight of Wands. And I'll ask for clarification on the Ace of Swords as well. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear. All right, let me just look at them. I felt like, I don't know if I really want to take them though, because they fail without me even getting it out that I wanted clarification for the Towers. Tower card. So just so you know, I got the Magician and the Seven of Cups, but I am going to put them, I'm going to separate them and put them back inside of the deck. And then if it's actually meant for you to have them those cards, trust me, they'll fall again. All right. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify. Please clarify the Tower card for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please clarify the Tower card for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify the Tower card for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify the Tower card for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guide, please clarify the Tower card for the sign of Virgo. You got the King of Cups. Okay. So, King of Cups is the okay, first of all, let me explain the king. So kings are mature. So I like to say mature is 35 and up. Doesn't necessarily have to be. This is just general, guys. Kings can be married. So this could be a married person, 35 or up, or it could be that they're just married because they're more mature. That automatically puts them as more mature because they wanted a stable household, if you will. They wanted things stable in their life. So of course they're stable. He knows how to love. His cup is full. And he is very confident about his feelings and where he is with giving love and receiving love. So as I look at your other cards, okay, so remember I told you haven't gotten any cups here at all. You didn't get, so this is the first cup that you got. Okay, and it's on the Tower card. So it could have been that water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be that it's one of the water signs that gave you or brought this Tower moment on to you, or had a hand in this Tower moment. It could be that this is your energy. It could be that it's your energy, and you're really confident about the love that you have and what you can offer, and because you're so confident is what gave you the Tower moment, because you weren't willing to settle for less, and you were willing to take your cup of love and move the hell on. Okay, which is nothing wrong with that, because I don't want you to settle for less ever. You would never hear me say that. I'm not gonna settle for less. Okay, so I'm much rather be by myself and do whatever I have to do to, because I'm gonna live my best life, and it's a lot easier for me to live my best life when I don't have to explain anything to anybody, and I can just go wherever I want, take trips, whatever. As soon as I want to go, I'm gone. No, so again, it could be your energy, and you could have just, but you still were sad because it caused some upheaval in your life, or not necessarily sad, but it caused some upheaval in your life because of all the changes. So that could be your energy or the other person's energy, okay? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify the 8 of Wands for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify the 8 of Wands for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, balance. Okay. So it could be that these messages are going to come in. These messages are going to come in that's going to is maybe teach you about balance, or is going to make you have more of a balance. Okay, you've been given so much of yourself to other areas in your life. It needs to be some equal give and take. Okay, it needs to be where, it could be, I don't think it has to do with money. I just think that you've been giving so much of yourself to other people. You really need to work out like something more for your own self. Okay, again, there's nothing wrong with being selfish. I already told you that with the 4 of Pentacles. Sometimes you have to cut people off and tell them. Sometimes you have to be a hermit and stay by yourself so you can have some balance in your life, and that's okay. All right. So when these messages start coming through, no matter what the messages are saying, remember balance. If it's going to take too much of your energy, tell them no. It's okay to say no. And even if you are a person who always says yes every time somebody asks you to, now is the time for you to start saying no. People will take full-fledged advantage of you. Stop it. Start saying no. Though, again, my dad is a Virgo. He didn't have any problem saying no. He never did. I mean, even when I was a little kid, I'm like, Dad, can I? No. So I'm just going to say, I don't think Virgos have a problem with that. But you definitely are giving more of something. You definitely need balance. It's just all about balance with this 2 of coins, okay? Let's see. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify the Ace of Swords for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify the Ace of Swords for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify the Ace of Swords for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify the Ace of Swords for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify the Ace of Swords for the sign of Virgo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please clarify. All right. 3 cards fell. So I'm going to take them all. All right. Okay. So you got Judgment. Judgment card means an awakening is going to happen. So divine intervention is going to happen. So if you do not balance things on your own, divine intervention is going to happen, and it's going to be like an awakening for you. Okay. Going back to balance. So the Devil card, this could also be Capricorn energy. It doesn't have to be though. I'm just talking about energy, Capricorn energy, but anything in excess. Okay, so it could be that, again, I'm talking about how you give so much of yourself and you need balance in your life, and this is telling you that you got excess. It's excess that needs to be balanced out. If you don't minimalize the excess that you have in your life, divine intervention is going to have you and force you. Focus. There we go. It's going to force you to balance things, because divine intervention is going to happen and they're going to just flatten things out for you. So if you've been, I used this in another one of my readings. I'm not sure if they got these 2 together. They got the Devil's card and then they ended up with another card. It could have been Temperance though. But this card is an awakening. So you're going to be woke the hell up. All right. If you are smoking too much, drinking too much, you're going to get laid out on your butt. And then all of a sudden you're going to wake up and be like, I got to get my life together. Okay. If you've been carrying the burden for the entire family, and guys, I'm using that as an example. It can be anything. Okay. If you're using, if you are carrying the burden for everybody at work, you're going to be brought to an abrupt stop. Okay. With divine intervention happening. You are already being warned. You've already been warned. Okay, to start holding back, to be more balanced. So you're already being told. If you follow directions, if you do everything the way you're being guided, 6 of Wands, victory will be yours. Okay, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right even if divine intervention has to happen. You're still going to see victory. It may take you a little bit longer to see victory, but you're still going to see victory. Okay, so this clarity that's coming through, it's about the excess. Whatever excess this is. You could be addicted to a person. I don't think it's a person though, for whatever reason. I don't think that's what it is. You could be addicted to sex. You could be addicted. And I'm using the word addicted, but guys, again, I used the word excess before. It's anything in excess. You just need to pull back and minimize the things that you're doing. Be balanced. Remember yourself. Remember your faith. Pray a little bit more often. Light some candles. Say a mantra. Whatever you need to do to bring yourself down a couple of notches. Focus on yourself. And you need to heal. You need to heal yourself. And it's okay to heal. It's okay to focus on yourself. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. And you know what? I got your back. I'm here for you whenever you need me. Just come and check me out. Always, as always, you can hit me up at the email address below for a personal reading. I can tap into your energy only because this is a collective. So, I'm tapping into multiple Virgo's energy. So everything that I said may not resonate with you, okay? I think that's it. I mean, if it's a particular card you want a little bit more information on, leave a comment below and I will give you a little bit more information on that particular card.